For many, church is a safe haven of support and guidance. If you're being abused, it might be natural to turn to your church, whether you're seeking advice on dealing with an abusive partner or looking for support to leave him. However, sometimes seeking help from your church can actually cause more harm than good. Following are 7 warning signs that it might be wise to find support elsewhere, and why. A massive concern is if your abusive partner is good friends with a church leader, such as them frequently socializing together, them doing favors for the church leader, or them frequently having personal conversations. Being close friends can mean that the church leader may be more concerned about your partner's well-being and reputation than your well-being. The church leader may also see being friends with your partner as their reputation tied to your partner's, further making them unwilling to hear negative things about your partner. The church leader may become a character witness for your partner, which can cause your claims of abuse to be dismissed. The church leader may also side with your partner in claiming that you are partly responsible for their abusive behaviors, or that you are not being understanding and supportive enough of your partner's situation, such as the stress they face at work. Even if they seem to be supportive, they may still prioritize your partner's best interests and may pass on information to your abusive partner without your knowledge. This can ruin your escape plan, as your partner may find the funds you saved, destroy your documents you need and hid away, or sidestep legal strategies you had for divorce or custody. Even if your abusive partner and your church leader are not close friends, it is a major concern for you if they frequently spend time together, especially if your abusive partner is in an authoritative or advisory role, such as in a church committee, community program, or a group leader at church functions, or in any way can exert influence over your church or church leader. If your partner is in an authoritative role in church, church members and leaders will naturally trust them and their word. Your abusive partner also has time to smear your name and reputation among church members, so that people do not believe you when you try to speak out. Narcissistic abusers love to paint their partners as the abuser, and as emotionally unstable and prone to exaggerations, or even being delusional and on medication. When you reach out to your church or church leader, your abusive partner may already have told them what supposed false claims you would make, which may cause people to refuse to believe you, even if you have evidence to support your claims. Even if they do believe you, your abusive partner may have enough power or influence to get people to decide to back your partner, or not help you to protect their own interests. The third warning sign goes with the previous one, and is when your abusive partner is highly active in church events, such as them always volunteering for church functions, or often making big financial contributions. Many people have a mistaken belief that if someone makes significant financial or time contributions to the church or community, then they are benevolent and a good person. People will then automatically assign other attributes they believe a good person has to your abusive partner without your abusive partner even needing to display these attributes. People may then believe, because your partner is active in the community, that they are a devoted and loving parent and partner. That is often why narcissists and abusers try to maintain a positive public image, where they will be nice to others in public and do things for strangers that they would not even do for their own family. It is not because they are a nice person, but because they want to be seen as one and get their validation. But also, they know that when you try to speak out and tell people how your abusive partner is at home, people will not believe you, or they may try to find reasons for the contradiction in what you claim and what they believe about your partner. This can result in people claiming that you are overreacting, exaggerating things or lying to get attention, or that you are in some way angering your partner or causing them to lose control of their emotions and acting out. Even if you present evidence, you may find that people are unable to accept that your partner would go so far just to create a false public image, especially if your partner has been smearing your name and reputation for a while. People might also be afraid of losing the financial support your abusive partner provides, or their expertise, and may side with your partner or decide to distance themselves from you. The fourth warning sign can cause major issues for survivors of domestic violence. If your religion or church leader sees forgiveness as a must, they may prioritize forgiveness and reconciliation over your personal safety. This can cause them to pressure you into staying with your partner and working things out, no matter what, and may see you wanting to leave a relationship as you refusing to forgive, making you the problem in the relationship regardless of what your partner does to you. Some may even see refusal to forgive and stay with your partner as a sin, and may claim that your marriage vow to support and stay with your partner is unbreakable, and that your personal suffering is irrelevant or even your duty as a faithful partner. There may be more emphasis placed on family unity and forgiveness than your suffering or personal desires. This view is often taken with a next warning sign, which may see survivors of abuse unable to find help within the church. The fifth warning sign is when your religious teachings or church leader have a strong stance against divorce, such as when divorce is seen as a failure, betrayal, or a sin, regardless of the circumstances. If you want a divorce, you may be seen as the sinner, which is convenient for an abusive partner as they often love playing the victim to escape accountability for their actions. You may find that your partner's abusive behaviors are totally ignored or minimized, and all the focus is placed on your enormous sinful thoughts of wanting a divorce. The church leader may then suggest you pray for your sins to be forgiven, or that instead of leaving your abusive partner, you pray that your partner finds goodness in their heart. You may even be told that you must ask forgiveness from your partner for wanting to leave them, and have to pray for the strength to deal with your partner's abuse, which some may see as your test in standing by your partner faithfully. You may be told that you need to work harder in making the relationship work, even if you do manage to legally leave your partner. A church or church leader who is against divorce can cause you to be kicked out of a community where no one will help you anymore, which can be a major problem in small towns or communities where everyone knows each other or relies upon each other. The church leader may even prevent you from going on with your life and marrying a new partner in that church or even religion. The sixth sign is in between not accepting divorce and placing excessive focus on forgiveness. Here, your religion or church may accept divorce under certain circumstances. There may be a belief that it is your duty to support your partner's change, even if your abusive partner makes no real effort to change. You may be expected to help them through their difficult time of addressing their issues, regardless of the impact on you and your life. This can make getting support from the church to divorce your partner extremely difficult. And even if you do, there may be the expectation that you will still help your partner and stay in contact, essentially being their emotional punching bag and putting your life on hold while they figure things out, no matter how long it takes. This can see you taking the blame for your partner not changing due to you not giving them enough support and understanding. The emotional and physical abuse you may suffer is then completely ignored, and the abuser becomes the sole focus, which is often a problem in some churches as they do not see suffering on earth as important, but only saving lost souls. Thus, saving your abusive partner's soul may be more important to them than your suffering, even if your partner refuses to change. This setup can result in the abuse getting worse, as the abuser now has a get out of jail for free ticket for life by being able to blame their behaviors on you not making enough effort so they can change, or you leaving them and now they don't have the support they need to change. The last warning sign is not always easy to spot and may require some probing beforehand. We tend to think that church leaders are good and loving people, forgetting that they are still human and subject to the same shortcomings of us all. They can be narcissistic or abusive themselves, or they may have a completely different view on what constitutes as abusive behaviors than you. This may result in the church leader totally dismissing your claims of abuse, as they may be doing the same actions to their partner and thinking it is okay. Or they may think you are overreacting, as they just do not see what you are experiencing as a major issue. This is especially so where there is no physical or verbal abuse. The church leader may view degrading comments, insults, silent treatments, gaslighting, and other emotional and psychological abuse as not an issue. You may need to probe them beforehand without telling them your story to see what their definition of abuse is and what their stance on divorce is before asking for help. Learn more about narcissism by watching the video suggested to you right now.